Hello, purpose-driven career leaders. My name is Kori Burkholder, founder of Purpose-Driven Career Program. And today I am here with Mikayla, who has been a participant in the group coaching program. And I wanted to hop on here today because she's got some really exciting news. And I just wanted to unpack our journey that we've been on for the last few months or so. So before we go any further, Mikayla, please take a moment to introduce yourself, maybe about your professional background, where you're from, anything that you'd like to share with us.
Hi, Mikayla. I am from the Northeast Wisconsin area. I'm currently working in the mortgage field with my current day job, but I am an aspiring doggy collar business and as well as relaunching my professional photography business as well. Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait to dive into that because these are such great things that happened during our work together. So we'll definitely dive into all of that. So, when you came to us, when you reached out for support, what were you struggling with, or what were you frustrated with before when you decided to reach out for support?
Yeah. Definitely the biggest frustration was kind of like this endless cycle of kind of going back into the same job situation over and over again. Had this epiphany of, oh, it's going to be great. And then it ends up turning into something I didn't necessarily want to be a part of. And so, really just lacking that clarity and direction, is with my goals and professionally.
Yes, I hear that one time and time again of, people like unhappy in their careers. The first thing, let's go to the job boards to look for more of the same. I'm going to say misery, right? But looking for more of the same of what you don't want because that's what you feel really comfortable with. So breaking out of that cycle was a very important thing for you to accomplish. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. It was a lot of work, but it was so worth it.
Yes. Fun work, hard work, getting out of your comfort zone to make the necessary changes, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think, was a concern for you, after our introduction call and deciding to work together? What do you think your biggest concern was about joining the program?
Honestly, it was just financial reasonings, figuring out, okay, how can I work this into my current budget and what can I afford? Because, but other than that, I really was just seeking a alternative solution to help me for career mentoring and everything else.
Yeah. So how did you overcome that financial kind of block? I do remember that was a big concern for you. How did you overcome that?
Yeah, we had discussed between group and personal coaching and mentoring and as well as just kind of hammering out the details with my husband and kind of the long-term goals of what am I going to get out of this? And so really just having his support in that,
Mm.
helped just kind of launch into starting this.
Yeah. Yeah. So important to get the support that you need.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody on board when you're hopping into something like this. It's very crucial to your success. So what do you think was, the most impactful part of the group coaching format for you?
Really just working or having these group calls with like-minded individuals, in similar situations, maybe not at the same point or maybe not in the same circumstances, but very much the same big picture of what we're all striving for. And that end result is, being happy professionally and personally, and really just harmonizing those things together.
Mm, I love that, harmonizing things together. Yeah, so the group format I always tell people it's so important because knowing that you're not alone in this. I think a lot of people, probably you before joining the program, you felt alone, like you were having unique problems. But when, you come together as a group, it's, as they say in Thailand, same, but different, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so that group format and community, and people are at different phases of the program. So people are always sharing things that are going to be relevant. So
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say too, like, really just seeing their viewpoint on how to handle situations that they may have gone through has really been helpful. And just, it's networking and building relationships with people outside of your normal circle. So it was a very rewarding experience.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about results. So
Yeah.
that's always important, right? We're striving to reach goals. And so what do you think your biggest three, tangible results were as a result of this program?
Yeah. So kind of making a lateral job shift in my current day job with mortgage, really making intentional choices about how that aligns with the bigger picture of what I want. And then also really advocating for myself. So when I was in not so great, situations with other people and really just navigating that. And in the end result, really being able to come up with a solution for my current day job. Um, also doing my first ever counter offers, like 3 in a row. That was amazing. I have never done it before, but it was like a rush. So,
Yes.
and really just hounding down like what, offering the pet photography with my photography business professionally, really kind of harmonizing my love for pets and animals into my absolute love, which is photography.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the big things here was once we got the clarity, right, in terms of like, I want to start my own doggy collar business and, photography business. That was one, getting really clear on that and kind of treating your day job as a vehicle to make this happen. But what we saw was the time element and really wanting to strive to work from home. So we created that big work from home proposal, right?
Yeah.
Which it didn't take. So we realized, this might not be the place for you anymore, right? And so
Yeah.
that's kind of what led to you looking for other jobs that were going to give you a little bit more flexibility, so that you could work on other things outside of work, right?
Yeah, that was definitely telling in, the company's response, by preparing that work from home proposal. And it really gave clarity and guidance on where, if I stayed with this company, what that would look like. And it wasn't in alignment with what I wanted.
Right. Yeah. And taking action, like you got clear on it. It's like, this is not going anywhere. I could be spinning my wheels here for years. So
Yeah.
taking action, getting the resume done, sending resumes out, networking, which is how that opportunity came up.
Oh, yeah.
And then doing the interview and then getting the job offer, right?
Yeah.
And
It went by,
negotiate.
it was fast.
It's fast.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened with your job when you went back and told them about that?
Well, they were like, if you're open to it, we would like, if you're open to it, we would love to counter it or see if we can match it, if not more. And I said, okay, I'm open to it. And so I gave them a deadline of 24 hours and they came back. They did match it. However, there were other extenuating factors that kind of pushed me to proceed with the new company, which is like extended benefits, working from home right away versus waiting for the current branch I'm in to close up. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Amazing. I mean, it's amazing what happens when you get out of your head and overcome your fears, the stories you're telling yourself, and just taking action, and what happens because you took action, right? So now
Oh,
you're starting at a new job, what, on Tuesday?
yes, I am. Right away Tuesday. I'm working from home, which is what I wanted for like a year now, which is
Yes.
huge. Yeah, I'm excited. Kind of new beginnings, new start. Yeah, it's something I've definitely needed after all this, and really just seeing the results of all the work I put in really show for themselves.
Yeah, amazing. I'm so happy for you. So proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
um yeah, so any surprising things that came out of this process that you weren't really expecting?
Yeah, so I'm trying. I mean, like, definitely, I guess, like, I'm very much a relator and experience with other people. I guess I was surprised by how many I could relate to and work with during like these group coaching calls and everything else. And just seeing like the impact of maybe something I mentioned in my experience, how it helped others.
Mhm.
And like that was rewarding and seeing that and really just like the positive impact and uplifting, essence that all kind of like gave.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
was great. I loved your feedback. You were always, at the end of everybody's hot seat, we open it up to feedback, suggestions, and you were always hopped right in there and were very helpful for people
Yeah.
in the program.
And
Anything else?
I guess the other surprising thing was, being able to advocate for myself, and really like speak up, and really taking those critical steps in what my end goal is here, keeping the big picture in mind is, with leaving my current job, seeing like the respect that they have for me, like that much more respect
Mhm.
that they are giving me for that, and recognizing, you know, how like what I've done and how that shows, and I don't know, was very proud of myself and I could see that they were proud of me and really just leaving on good terms was huge, because like I guess I never really had that with previous jobs just because I felt like I didn't leave at the right time. So therefore some of those relationships weren't salvageable entirely, or I felt like it wasn't something I could always refer back to.
Yeah, yeah, very good points here. And
Yeah.
yeah, really feeling valued, and keeping the doors open, and leaving on good terms is always so important, because you never know.
Yeah.
Well,
I would
that's
say
all
it
part
comes
of the
down to,
networking, right?
oh yeah.
All right. So, what is next for you? Now, we know that you're going into this new job starting next week, which is so exciting. Anything else that you're working towards at the moment?
Yeah. So I'm kind of, working on the logistics of relaunching the photography business visually to others. I've definitely been talking about it to people, really putting it out there. But it's time to kind of get all like I got dot my I's and cross my T's kind of thing. So just the little things that need the work, I can finally do that with like very much like the focus I need.
Yes, yes. So if you need a photographer, wedding photographer, dog photographer, pet, right? Pets, all kinds.
Yep.
So Mikayla's your girl. So what would you say to somebody, who's considering joining the program, that has some hesitations, financial, time? What would you say to them?
I mean, it's, I would say like it's something that you never thought you needed and you don't know until you try.
Mhm.
So, kind of just jumping in and really just absorbing what that experience is going to do, because those experiences are going to be impactful for like, going forward. And they're going to, they're huge in your decision making, your thinking, and how you interact. So it's like really just taking that leap and figuring it out and really working it in. And just prioritizing yourself. And by doing that, this route, I feel like is like a really wonderful way of doing that.
Yeah, well, it's been such a pleasure having you in the program. You showed up every week, whether you had something or not, you were there. And
Yeah.
that's really such an important key in life.
Yeah.
It's showing up when you don't want to show up, and being proactive and taking risks and getting out of your comfort zone. And you were doing all of those things. And
Yeah.
that's why you are where you are right now, is because of you
Yep.
and the effort that you put in and the leap of faith that you took. And I thank you for trusting me as your coach.
Yeah, I mean, my family and my friends like see the difference in just, how I am presenting, just overall. Like, I just have such a lighter presence. I feel I'm not so drained all the time and burnt out. Like, I have a clear goal in mind. And because of that, from my experience, I'm able to help others, in ways of my own experience, to be like, look, like you could look at this route, or you could, maybe this is something you really need to focus on at this time. And it's, it helps connect with others. So
Mm, you just gave me the chills. Well,
all thanks to you.
oh, you stop it. It was a team effort.
Oh yeah.
It was a
But
team
it wouldn't
effort.
have you're part of the process that I needed. So it was a blessing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank
Well,
you.
like I said, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure watching you grow and, have so many wins and see where you are right now. So I can't wait to see what the next chapter holds for you.
Yes, me too.
So if Mikayla's, story resonates with you, if you're feeling lost, stuck in your career, I really am going to encourage you to reach out for a quick 15-minute phone call with me to work out if or how I can help you. And we will explore options. And I look forward to connecting with you. And my name is Kori Burkholder, reminding you to take action, feel the fear, and do it anyways.